Welcome to this Blackpool Music School video all about the G-tuned dulcimer. But before we start, hey Google, what's today's date?
It's Sunday, the 3rd of September 2023.
So as you can see, I shoot some of these videos a little bit in advance. In this video, I'm going to teach you notes up the neck you can play when playing a G chord. Now, I have said in previous videos you can play in other keys, and that's true, but this is really designed to play in the key of G. So a G chord, like we said, is no hands pressing it all up here. Just that's a G chord. That's a melodic G, but you don't need to do that. So on the G string, you've got one nearest your chin, in my case double chin, and G's nearest the floor. You can choose which one you want. It's whichever's easiest for you to play, okay? It's always what's easiest for you. You don't have to copy me. I'm using the bottom string for the easiest, but you can use the top if you wish. So when you are playing a G chord, you can play and you can move your finger to any point on this ukulele. Please excuse me, I do a lot of uke lessons and dulcimer lessons and guitar lessons on the dulcimer. So on the bottom of the top string, they're your G strings. We're tuned in the key of G, so that's why we're using them, not the middle, because that's delta D. So when you're playing a G chord like this, you can put your finger really anywhere. And it will sound melodic. Now, I must say this, I am not going to say every note will sound wonderful, some will sound better than others, but musically speaking, you are playing notes in the G scale, which if you're in the key of G, should not clash too harshly. But some notes will sound better than others, if that makes sense. So if you're doing a song where there's 4 bars of G, first bar, second bar, third bar, fourth bar. Yeah, bit boring really, but you can do this. So for that demonstration, I was mainly just pressing strings down, the pair of G strings down at various points on the dulcimer. So remember, this is the nut, not the first fret. Nut. First fret. That sounds alright. That sounds very good because that is a G chord when we put our finger there. If we move up to the 3rd fret, next one. Yeah. Not so good. So as you can hear, some places sound better than others, and you can sort of do. So basically, if you're playing a G chord, you can add them notes in. Now, I would add these notes in when the singer's not singing. So say the singer's singing for the first bar, sorry. So that is now, the first bar is without our hands on, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. For the 1 and, we're going, at the next bar, we're going to place our ring finger at the 2nd fret, at the strings nearest the floor. For 1 and 2 and, the first finger at the 1st fret for 3 and 4 and, then back to an open G. So the first bar. Open 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and So basically, I must think of a better word than basically, mustn't I? Don't know how many times I've said that in all these videos. But anyway, when you're playing a G chord, you can play any of the frets on the G string, either the top one is the same as that one. If you're really clever, you can do both of them. Like that. So that's all you need to know. If you're in the key of G and you are playing a G chord, try moving your finger up and down the fretboard. It should help you find some of the melodies. So I hope you found this video useful. If you have, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Blackpool Music School for more videos. The more thumbs up we get and the more subscribers we get, the more videos we will post. So until next time, take care, keep practicing, keep playing, and as always, after 3, 1, 2, 3, goodbye.